coming from my computer. So that's the video playing.
Where is the last
Alright, now I
time?
just need to get.
And I need you again. And I fall to my knees and I lift my hands to pray. I'm battered, I'm broken, I feel I'll never break. 'Cause you save me. Save me.
Chloe, we have this peace day outreach that we do.
All right, so we got that. I'm gonna go to the website.
And I'd like to ask you, what is
to the
peace?
page.
What's peace for you?
It's funny. I was thinking about such a big question. I was thinking about it while I didn't have an answer when you first started, and then you all of a sudden played "You Saved Me," and I thought, oh my goodness, peace could mean so many things at so many different times in our lives, of course. And at this time in my life, personally, it means "You saved me," which is that I have an incredible faith in God. Not everybody does, of course, but I think that for me, going through all of this, believing in something greater than myself and trusting in that has been my sense of peace. Truthfully, I think that it's so overwhelming to be told that you're going to die. And, it's exactly what I was told this last time, that, I was on ECMO, I was on life support, I had had a heart attack, I had been in a coma, and it was really only a matter of time. The actual machine, ECMO, as much as it keeps you alive, it also kills you slowly, although not that slowly. And it was a matter of days. And when you're in that, strangely enough, you think that you would be so not in peace, but all of a sudden I kind of gave myself up to God, to something greater, and trusted. And I thought, all right, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die, and if I'm going to if lungs are going to come in, they're going to come in. And once I sort of gave up this need to sort of, it has to be, I just gave it all up and I just put it in the hands of something greater. It was like this overwhelming sense of peace came over me. So that's what it is for me at this time in my life. I don't think of peace in the greater sense. I don't think of the world. I think very selfishly right now because I've been through this. I have just gone through this so recently. So I think that's what it means to me right now, is really trusting in something greater and letting that take over when you can't necessarily do it yourself.
I got you.
Peace Day or Pause the World.
Yes, it's playing. The pre-recorded video is playing.
Yeah, it is. Mine is playing also.
Okay, so now we just need the live stream, correct? I don't know what they're doing with their live stream. That's the only thing. I don't know how they play.
Just like we do, degree by degree. All the waters of the world are connected.
So that's clear, right? We don't have the other page up yet, but we haven't figured that out. So just give me a second. Let me do this.
Water, our lifelong friend. Its power and mystery, we're still learning to understand.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me know.
Oh, the waters of the world, far more
back to the dashboard. We got that going. Let me upload this file.
Hi, my name is Paul Slatkis. I'm the founder of the nonprofit Good News Corporation. Welcome to our show. Thank you for tuning in. This is very exciting. We are rebounding. We usually do our show in Times Square. However, this year we decided for the best for all not to do it there. And we are doing this virtual broadcast. I hope so far you're enjoying what you're seeing. We're focusing on water. We've been involved with the International
I got the video uploaded.
World Water Day, as declared by the UN.
We
have been associated with that over the years. And water and peace.
What happened?
They go hand in hand.
What's
the worst
Pause
sometimes.
for the world.
So we're going to emphasize that point.
No,
we're going to also talk about peace overall. We have peace messengers. We have wonderful people that will entertain us. We have politicians who will share their good thoughts and some proclamations. We have good corporate citizens also that will share what they're doing for their own employees as well as for the world about them. To do good for the world. So it's a very exciting show.
Can you post it in the chat and I just pause?
Show it to you. We've been involved with this for many years. This is my, it says Peace on Earth to Save the Children. I have one for 20 years because we've done lots of events in Central Park as well as in Times Square. So enjoy the show. Join us on goodnewsplanet.tv, our Peace Day party, and the Water Hour. We have that program as well. So go to the site. We actually even have a nice video game that you can see called Hug for Peace, as well as our Woodstock Forever Peace, Love, and Hope movie that we did with Richie Hayden. So it's very excited. Dion Warwick's part of the hosts on that show. We just have a lot of good programming because the world is good and the people of the world are good and the plants and the animal kingdom. Thank you very much. Enjoy.
What the fudge?
And stay safe.
What is hope for you?
I have two different points of view on this. One is deeply personal, and that for myself and my family, I hope that my children are healthy and that I can continue to be elected to positions to serve the people. But I've now moved away from what is hope for me to realizing that in my position, I can bring hope to others. And it is far more satisfying and rewarding to be able to go to a underserved community here in the 5 boroughs or to go to a remote part of our state. And just by showing up and walking their streets and holding their hands and talking to them, that I can bring them hope and the belief that their state government truly cares about them. So beyond just hoping for good things for myself and my family, I've been elected official for 25 years, and that confers a responsibility that I bring hope to others, and it is a powerful tool that I use in my position to try and make people believe that their best days do lie ahead.
I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gail Peter, who is a wonderful, wonderful woman, do hereby commend the International Day of Peace community for contributions to the city and proclaim Monday, September 21st, 2015, International Day of Peace in the borough of Manhattan. Commend everyone, actually, for all their contributions towards peace. Our Peace Day party in Brooklyn, signed by Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams.
I think that peace begins with all of us, and each candle that we light will push away darkness one candle at a time.
My confidence comes from knowing there is a force, a power greater than myself that I'm a part of and is also a part of me.
We're all interconnected. We're all in this together.
You start questioning things. Why is it like this? Is God the person with the old white beard?
Yeah.
What's going on with you guys?
We can learn
Tell them
how
it's
to
streaming.
communicate with people we think we disagree with.
On YouTube.
I honestly believe that if the world is saved, it's going to be saved by
The 4
tens of
hours.
millions of little things.
4-hour one.
Hello, this is Donna Stein with New York City Friends of Clearwater, founded by Pete Seeger, the legendary folk singer and also environmentalist. Over 40 years ago, he realized this river was not the river he played in when he was a child, and not the river he wants his grandchildren and the children of the earth to play in. So he he built the Clearwater ship, which brings school groups all year round on the water. New York City Friends of Clearwater is living that legacy for Pete now, saving the environment for the children.
I believe in getting involved in your home community, whether it's a neighborhood in a big city or a small town like this.
Hi, Paul Sackis, Good News Planet. I'm here with Donna Stein. Hi, Donna. The New York City Friends of Clearwater and Ecologic Radio, and Ken Gale. Hi, Ken. Of also Ecologic Radio on WBAI 99.5 FM, New York City, and we are going to talk about radio. We're going to talk about water, because they're talking about radio all the time, and water is so important to all of us. We've been friends for a real long time. We're so all excited to get the chance to talk about it. So maybe Donna, if you could start us off, please.
Thank you so much, Paul. We need to be grateful for the water. When you open the tap and get hot water and cold water, know that you're getting something.
So it's going to start over in
people
2 more minutes.
Don't have that luxury. Clean water is so important. It should be a human right. The commercialization of water is probably the most obscene product of the current financial system.
We're going to start it over.
A new way, a fair and healthy way of distribution of human necessities must be realized. Commercialism has led to shortchanging the environment.
Ken, any thoughts there?
Yeah, Donna's right. I totally agree with her. Water is a necessity of life, and therefore it is a human right. It has to be a human right because you can't live without it. And because you can touch water and you can see water, you can feel it, it becomes a commodity that you can sell. And as soon as people are buying and selling it, there are people who are shut out of the process. And so people are living literally with polluted water. They do not have the luxury, they can't take for granted, turn on the tap and the water is clean. And there are reasons that this water is polluted. And there's reasons why, what drives me craziest is it's normal for there to be chemicals in the water. That it's normal for you to turn on the tap and the water is not fit to drink. Who wants to drink that stuff? They buy bottled water instead, which leaches plastic into the container. And
start streaming.
That's not right.
I'm in my because I got it planned off my computer and I don't want to do that. So if it plays off, the cloud, we good. We don't gotta worry about no hiccups.
The electeds know this. Okay. There's a reason it's polluted. Find out. If you don't know why your water is polluted,
do you have to go? You can go. I'm good from here.
And make sure that they know how the water gets polluted and stop it at the source.
Not only talking about drinking water, wastewater pollution from the poisons that big agriculture uses is creating miles-long offshore dead zones throughout the world, killing the bottom of the food chain and life up the food chain, such as shrimp, fish, seabirds, and manatees, a gentle and endangered species. We need to protect all the denizens of the world. Seabirds and manatees, a gentle and endangered species.
Yeah, I don't want to be all doom and gloom because there are things you can do.
All the denizens
one thing, there's environmental organizations all over, and so join one and get them to take on tap water as one of their issues. And if there aren't any organizations where you live, start one. It doesn't take that many people to start an organization. And politicians don't get that many calls, except for the federal ones. So your local city council person doesn't get much contact with constituents.